crowded by a dog. Hi, Bubba.
Okay, the dog can just be here, I guess. Hello, my friends and fellow VEDSies. Welcome to, it's actually day 20 or 21 of the month, but day 17 or so for me. I am here with my dad. We went and with the whole family watched the brand new Spinal Tap movie that just came out last week. Wanted to do a pretty quick review. Did you watch the original one in theaters when it came out?
I don't think I saw it in the theater. I think I've just seen it 22,000 times.
Yeah.
Do people know what VHS is?
Well, yes, of course.
Or disc, or what did we watch it on?
Well, we had it on the DVD, but even
DVD.
That's kind of outdated.
DVD. I said disc, like that's 78.
Well, still.
I've introduced a lot of people to Spinal Tap.
That is true.
I've made a lot of people watch it.
You may have even described it as your favorite movie at some point.
For sure. For sure, Spinal Tap was my favorite movie.
Yes, you've tried to get many of my friends to watch it over the years, and now we'll extend that to the fellow VEDSies making a video every day this month. It's very good. Of course, one of Christopher Guest's mockumentaries, and that's one of the things. It was really cool not only to see this band reunite, but also this group of performers who made lots of these mockumentaries. There was the Christopher Guest did Waiting for Guffman, the Broadway movie. They did Mighty Wind, Best in Show, the dog show.
Oh, that was a good one, actually.
They did
That's
also.
funny.
So they're very natural in terms of, it's really cool to see them. They're the masters of the improv. Sort of, Christopher Guest's movies sort of, some say that it invented the mockumentary style that so many TV shows go with now. But anyway, we're in an era now in 2025 where all of the artists who were around in like the 60s and 70s and are still around today still do the million tours. It's kind of crazy when you look at the ages of the actors in Spinal Tap in their late 70s, early 80s, and it's not out of the realm of what's actually going on. There's so many artists who are 80 and above who still do the touring singer from when they were in their 20s.
Well, the original, if you say it's 40 years ago,
yes,
the original was a band on the downslide. These guys were senior then, right?
Yeah.
And in the movie, in the second movie, there's a reminiscing scene, kind of a memory scene, and wow, they look young.
Yeah.
And they were an aging, losing their fan base, can't fill a stadium anymore. They were older then.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're supposed to be a little on the washed up side, and I guess that's why this movie is called Spinal Tap II, The End Continues.
I love that. The end continues.
But how many farewell tours, and then, I know Ozzy did the No More Tours 2 tour, because there was the No More Tours retirement tour, and then more tours, so that's not out of the realm of the norm of what everyone does.
Kiss has made 20 years of
that is true.
final tours.
They're done for real this time.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
So this movie was never going to be like groundbreaking or really comparable to the original movie. I don't think any of us went in with the expectation that it was that there would be any discussion that like which of the two movies is better.
I gotta be honest, I waited so long for them to do this again, and being that the one is my favorite movie, I laugh at new things every time I watch it. I was super hopeful, super excited, and how do I say this without, I love the characters, and I love the premise, and I love the movie, but it was definitely less than the first one, but it's kind of like going to see old friends. My favorite part of the movie was the five of us in our family went to watch it. No one else. We're the only ones in the theater.
We saw this movie maybe 5 or 6 days after release. I didn't know what to expect. I knew maybe it wouldn't be like the big summer hit of the year, but I thought like with my musician friends at least, we're all very excited for this movie to come out. So I thought there'd be some sort of buzz, but I talked to Pat from Alive and Kiss, and he told me he also went and saw it, and similar, there were others in the theater for him, but it was not not sold out.
I think it's going to be same thing as the first movie. It's much more in the cult following will watch it again and again and again at home, and with family and friends. Obviously, I'll watch it again, even though it was a little lacking.
Sure.
But the whole premise of it and seeing them together again, and if you're not a fan, if you haven't seen the first one and really absorbed into the first one, you're gonna miss some stuff. Like some of the background songs, they barely touched on. Da 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 da. What's that one? Cry, cry, cry.
Oh,
all
yes.
the way home. That one actually plays as a song, and it was in the original movie. It was just the two of them singing it as their first ever song they wrote together, right?
Well, Paul McCartney remembers Cups and Cakes from their days as peers in Britain in the early 60s.
They play Cups and Cakes. Seeing Paul McCartney play it on a serious, like just as a straight man, obviously
And
Elton John. Elton John participating, being serious, being a fan, sang more than one song with them, including Stonehenge.
Yes.
It's just too epic. Like he plays Stonehenge so straight, so serious, so passionately. I was. There were parts of me just giddy like a little boy. It was wanting, but there were moments I just was in heaven.
A couple jokes I really liked were, I love the David St. Hubbins isms from the original movie, and the one good one they had this time was he's talking about what was it? Was it a musical he was writing that was like from the set of an old folks home or something like that? Where it's called the Night of the Assisted Living
The Night
Dead.
of the Assisted Living Dead. Yeah.
And the other one, I loved this one. Right now, novelty guitar pedals are really in, and Nigel has his just lineup of a million guitar pedals, and much in the vein of the It Goes to 11 scene in the original movie. And there were a lot of scenes that were really deliberately trying to be like, well, we'll have the one with the model that's too small, and we'll have the merch scene and the Stonehenge, but he's talking about his pizza pedal, where it's in the shape of a pizza slice, and there are pedals, not this particular one, but of this idea, where he clicks it, it makes this terrible noise, and Marty DeBurgi, who again, returning from the original movie, Rob Ryan, he turns on his guitar pedal, it makes this terrible noise, and Marty DeBurgi's like, wow, so, and that helps with your sound. He gleefully goes, no, not at all. That's so...
No, not at all.
That's so true. I know so many friends who will have a million guitar pedals that... it's a thing right now. We all have guitar pedals that we know are never going to be used in an actual song, but we feel we need for some peculiar reason or another.
Don't talk about that one. Okay? It's the same with that, like the guitar. Don't look at it. Don't talk. Don't listen. Don't even touch it. Don't look at it.
And even that is kind of an allusion to the guitar that's like shrink wrapped from the original movie, or the one with the tag on it, where they're not supposed to look at it for too long. They tried to do the sort of Blues Brothers thing where they're gathering the band back together from their cheese shop.
They've had some cheese shop and glue shop. Could have done without the glue.
I thought their sniffing glue joke was going to go a different direction.
I thought they were going to do something with the sniffing glue, but all he ended up with was a glue bong stuck in his nose.
Yes.
It's funnier when I deliver it than it was.
Yes, that is true.
I liked the Big Bottoms song. There's a skull with horns, and it's totally devilish, and it spins around, and the backside's a bum.
Yes, the tights.
And unfortunately, it farts.
It does, yes, much to the chagrin of the band.
And me. Pretty weak.
It was not the greatest
Pretty weak.
gag. The prop itself is so funny.
Beautiful.
I did like it.
I've got to have one hanging from my mirror. A skull with horns and a bum on the back.
Yeah, uh-huh. The car dangler.
It's so perfect. I got to have one hanging from my mirror.
That was a funny one.
Only if you know, you know.
Yes.
And that, which led them to, they didn't like that fart sound. They preferred the fart of a little old lady on a subway.
Yes.
You got to be there.
This sounds like a weird note, but I wish they'd killed the drummer more creatively.
I thought the drummer would die from Stonehenge crash. If you're looking for the funniest movie you've ever seen, or the most epically written and best experience ever, you're going to be disappointed. But if you're going as a Tap fan and catching up with the band and catching up with where they've been and what they're doing and watching some performances again, it's pretty
Who they
fun.
were or what they were doing.
Stonehenge. So good.
I was watching, so what you guys should go and watch is Spinal Tap did a lot of press. Spinal Tap, like their real band. But they did a lot of press on all the TV shows and did a bunch of interviews where they get more time to settle into their characters, which is fun. But yeah, in any case, whether the movie was the greatest movie we've ever seen or not, we're glad that it exists, and they eventually got around to making Spinal Tap II.
It was too long coming, and because of the length, they're too old.
But that's, I mean,
that's part of what they are.
I tried to remind myself whenever they seemed real old that I'm like, that is also part of the joke.
What I did like was that Paul McCartney showed up as an old man. He just was who he is. And Elton John showed up as a senior performer, just who he is. So I kind of got a kick out of that. These are guys who've been in the music industry 60 years. 60? Is that right?
Paul and Elton? Yes, that is correct.
Wow. Amazing.
And they continue the narrative that they established that obviously Spinal Tap, semi-fictional band. They always say semi-fictional because they play the instruments. They are a real band.
Yeah.
But they're obviously came up with for the movie or for an SNL sketch before the movie.
Yeah.
But they have sort of a fictionalized history, which Paul and Elton play along with, where like Spinal Tap was always there with them through the 60s and 70s.
I defy you to not sing along. The bigger the cushion, the bigger the push.
No.
What's it with my love? What is it?
Yes, there's so many.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in a Kiss tribute band. I sing a lot of lyrics that are not really intended for comedy, but are also not that far removed.
Nah. They probably make fun of them a bit.
Yeah.
Kind of tongue in cheek there, but I'm glad I went. Had a lot of fun. It was fun to go together.
Yes.
I recommend that if you're gonna go, watch Spinal Tap 1 and know some of the jokes. Know that the fact that they've gone through, I think, 7 drummers.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
That's true. It does require a certain knowledge of the source material.
Yeah. And old songs that pop up.
Yeah.
And they really do have if you're a fan, you know that there's a repertoire of songs that you'll recognize and enjoy hearing again. And their stuff is so bad it's good.
Yeah.
That's it's so they're if you look for the video of they play Big Bottom is all done with bass, including the Spinal Tap bass player plays on a double neck bass in the original.
Yes, that's
bass.
true.
And they have every bass player in existence who plays on it. So find that. Go look for the Spinal Tap video of Big Bottom. It's called Big Bottom, right?
Yes, that is correct.
It's got every bass player in the world playing on it. So funny.
Well,
Glad I went.
Yeah.
Recommend it. It's bad, but it's bad enough to be good.
Yeah, it's good for what it is. It was
It's
fun.
what it is. It's what it is. I know we'll as a family we'll watch both.
Yes, that's true.
Our family watches it every year. It's one of
We
our Christmas gatherings. Who else does it? I don't know, but our family watches Spinal Tap.
That is true.
And now we'll watch both. So recommend it.
Yes, thanks to my dad for being a part of this episode of the vlog. I'll be back with a few more videos most days, if not every day, for the rest of this month. Check out the description for the links to the channels for all the other wonderful fellow VEDSies who are making a video every day this month. I'll be back tomorrow.
I expect some likes. Let's go. Come on.
Yes,
No likes, no me. That's it.
Okay,
That's
yes.
it.
Thanks for being on this episode,
Cheers, buddy.
Dad.
Love you.
I'll see you tomorrow.